Blood spots covered his wife's thighs, and she even began losing hair in patches. Yet her husband lied, telling her it was just normal aging. Deep down, however, he knew exactly what was happening. These were the effects of nuclear radiation. He could only follow the survival manual's instructions. Hiding with his wife inside a torn paper bag, their once peaceful and happy life had been shattered by the sudden outbreak of war. When they learned the war was imminent, only 3 days remained. Yet his wife failed to grasp the gravity of the situation. While he alone broke out in cold sweat at the news, he immediately put on his glasses, flipped open the government's long-issued shelter manual, and rushed to the supermarket to grab expired food. To build the government-mandated shelter, they dismantled their home's doors. But they didn't realize this war was unlike any before. Even though the husband painted the windows white as instructed, it proved no match for the nuclear radiation. Soon after, the husband led his wife into the makeshift shelter, bringing in all 3 days' worth of food. What they didn't know yet was that 3 days wouldn't last until the war ended. The husband had no choice but to keep studying the shelter manual. The manual instructed them to prepare 2 paper bags for people. Though they didn't understand the bag's purpose, they still prepared them in advance as directed. But just then, the radio broadcast the news of the incoming nuclear bomb. They had only 2 minutes left, yet the wife appeared completely calm. She had no idea how terrifying the bomb's power truly was. At that moment, the husband, disregarding his dignity, shouting hoarsely for his wife to enter the shelter. Soon, a tremendous explosion roared. The nuclear blast's heat wave swiftly engulfed the town. Fortunately, their house lay just outside the blast's epicenter. Both had taken refuge in the shelter immediately, so they escaped injury. But the truly terrifying ordeal had only just begun. After sleeping through the night, instead of feeling refreshed, they awoke with aching bodies. Their heads throbbed intensely. They didn't realize the nuclear bomb's greatest danger wasn't the blast itself, but the prolonged radiation afterward. Their bodies grew increasingly weak, every inch of skin screaming in agony. Even after swallowing handfuls of painkillers, they still felt unbearably miserable. The husband mistakenly thought they were just overly tense, unaware that death would soon arrive.